So here we are once again on the bike. How's it going? And I guess it could be really boring, these bike videos, so I don't feel you have to watch it. I'm going out for a bike ride anyway, and I'm just making the video because I can. Not going far tonight though. About 8 o'clock now, and it's a nice time to go for a ride between 8 and sunset. Just get home as it gets dark. There's a habit forming thing, riding a bike. It's a pleasure for me, and I'm kind of just getting used to riding and talking. And mostly it's about me, but what else shall I talk about? I'll talk about things going on in the news if you want, but you know, stuff in the news is just stuff that's been written mostly to sell newspapers or magazines, and you never know, it might all be rubbish. Yeah, I think I'm kind of privileged as well to live in such a nice place, and you know, I've lived in some right dumps in my life, but yeah, I've tended to go towards trying to live in a nice place. So it's nice to share it, I guess. Pear orchard there on the right hand side, and on the left hand side, up above that bank, there's grapes. This is coming into grape country now. You can smell the grapes. Not the actual grapes themselves, but the smell of the plants, sort of winey smell. Yeah, I like to go out and torture myself for an hour, get the old heart going like mad, swill out all the dirty water. Because like cycling, it doesn't just make your legs strong, makes your whole body go. You got the blood going through your body quickly, taking in loads of breath, and it gets every cell in your body gets a stimulation. And then at rest, you know, it's all just ticking over then, because it's used to going, they're working a bit harder. So I'll just have a quick look up here. I'm not sure where it goes. Farmers are still out working at this time. Tractors in the background, probably spraying the fields with diethane against the fungus that hits the leaves. No, he's not spraying, just cutting the weeds down. Yeah, I sometimes think about it, all these grapes and tobacco, cherries for schnapps. It's all about drug production, legal drug production, cigarettes and alcohol. Maybe that's why I moved here. Cigarettes and alcohol and a nice view. Those mountains in the distance there, that's the Vogesen Mountains. That's France over there. Even though it's about 20 past 8 now, the sun's still pretty high. Won't be going down for a while yet. I made a big mistake today because I didn't bring any water, and I didn't bring any money to buy a drink. It doesn't matter because there's no shops here. I'll tell you a bit about my cycling history. Got my first bike when I was 12, and I joined the cycling club straight away, St Christopher's Cycling Club in Leeds, and we used to meet up every Sunday morning at 9 o'clock, and my family were quite, well, my dad was anyways, very Catholic, and I had to go to church every Sunday, 8 o'clock mass. I used to go to church in my cycling gear. And straight after mass I used to shoot off and go out on a cycling club run. And so it's something I've been doing since I was 12 years old. And a lot of people always say to me, Gary, you should be wearing a helmet, too dangerous. Well, I've been cycling now for 40 years, and the only time I've been in hospital twice for having accidents, and they were both head injuries as well. One time I was going along on my bike, 10th gear, full speed, and I bought a new mileometer, not very dissimilar to this little Zoom H2, what's it called, GoPro that I've got there. And I was looking down, watching the miles tick off. I was going full speed to see how fast I could make the miles tick off. And I was busy looking at this mileometer, and I didn't realise there was a 20-ton truck parked at the side of the road. And so I went full speed, 10th gear, into that truck and hit the metal bar at the back with my head. And I hit the thing with so much force, my head took it, and the front handlebars and the front wheel and the forks. And the forks were bent totally backwards. The handlebars bent backwards, and they were drop handlebars. Got snapped backwards, and one of the handlebars went inside my knee as well, above me, on top of my thigh, above my knee, and that got embedded in there. And I didn't have a helmet on. I was knocked out, and I had to stay in hospital for a week after that. But my head managed to survive it, and sometimes I wonder if my head didn't get strengthened a little bit from that crash. You know, like, that's how nature works, isn't it? If something gets banged about, it grows a bit thicker. So I was in hospital for a week with concussion and getting my leg fixed up, and my shoulder as well was pretty smashed up. And another time I was going on the bike, and a really fat guy stepped out in front of me when I was riding down the road. And again, I was quite young at the time, and I crashed straight into the guy and got knocked off and got concussion again. And I was in the hospital overnight then. I didn't have a helmet on. In fact, I don't think there were any helmets about in that time, in the mid-early 70s. Little mouse just ran across the road right in front of me. pear trees there. On the other side of the road it's pears too. Hope it's not too bumpy on this road. Yeah, it's a funny old game, isn't it, this YouTube videos thing. Sometimes I have qualms about it, thinking, what the hell are you doing, Gary? Nobody wants to see what you're doing with your life. Stop being so narcissistic. And then other days I think, well, we're all nosy parkers. We always want to know what's going on with other people. That's why soap operas and things are so captivating. And so I carry on doing them. I've got so much good stuff out of YouTube. I've seen a lot of daft things. I've seen a lot of things I really wish I hadn't seen. I wish I didn't have those images in my head. The worst one was a kickboxer getting his leg broken. That was sickening. Nein, Baby, gell?
Ja.
Yeah, I suppose like everything else, YouTube's a force for good or a force for bad. And it depends what you take out of it, what you put into it. If you just want to spread hate all the time and mock people, then there's a platform for that, and it's good for that if you want to do that thing. But if you've just got an interest in people and what people are doing, it's great for that as well. So the question is, do I take the high road or the low road? I think I'll take the low road today, see where it goes. Yeah. It's like, what would I be doing if I've watered my garden? So, like, I've got an hour before it gets dark. What else should I be doing rather than riding through these lovely fields? Can you see that hare up above? I might have gone round in a circle here, never mind. Doesn't matter. I've come round in a circle back to where I was before. Oh well, never mind. Maybe I should have taken the high road. Yeah, and I know YouTube people are not people you've ever met in the flesh, but they're still real people, aren't they? And a lot of nice people about. I'd say the majority are nice people. Well, the people I look at anyway. I don't think I would like to be a vintner though, winemaker. That's just non-stop work. Absolutely. And you need quite a bit of plant and a little tractor and an amazing amount of time you have to spend on it all. And then you've got to be au fait with all the disgusting, dangerous chemicals, spraying chemicals and stop mildew. God knows what, red blight, blue blight, leaf mould. Yeah, another reason I like YouTube is it's not like Facebook, it's not too intrusive. You can comment and you can talk to people, but you don't have to be saying stuff non-stop all the time. It's realised I've got money on me. There's a little brewery there. I could have stopped and had a beer, but I'm having a week off the juice. So I'm going to go up into the forest a bit and get bitten to death by flies now. That's where they used to keep the beer in the Middle Ages, keep it cool from the brewery. Middle Ages, 1863. So, I have to do a bit of climbing now, so I'll shut up. Into a big scary forest. It's getting dark. I'm not going deep into the forest, I'm just going to skim along the edge of it. Look at the sunlight on them trees. So I'll just toddle along this path now for a bit. Wait till my breath gets back. Oh, another stag beetle there. Because this path is probably too bumpy for the camera. I don't want you all to get too many sicky feelings. In fact, I'm not sure if I'm going to go this way. Let's just have a look and see how the land lies. Yeah, the GoPro's not so good in low light. It gets a bit grainy and it's quite dark in here now. So, I probably won't even see this. You might do, you never know. Depends if a big deer jumps out on my head. Oh, not drinking, please. So I hope it's not poisonous, this water. Doubt it. Looks good. Oh, it's cold. You see the sweat's pouring off me. It's very humid tonight. Still about 26 degrees even though it's getting dark. So I'm basically just on the very edge of the Black Forest here, I'm skimming along the edge. I'm totally somewhere else where I thought I was. Still got a bit of light, but it's too many flies about here. I reckon another half an hour till the sun sets at least. So that's me done for today. Sorry about bending your ears. Have a great day.